Frankie's Roadhouse is spread over 4 floors. The basement, the ground floor, first floor, and attic area. The ground floor is home to the restaurant and bar, and reputedly once housed the office of notorious Chicago gangster Al Capone. The first floor also has a colourful past. For many years its bedrooms were used as a brothel for mobsters who gambled in the bar below. But the basement's history is perhaps the darkest, with stories of torture and death.
So Robert, Frankie's Roadhouse is obviously your place, but it's been many different things throughout history. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the building was built around 1920. Was a speakeasy, as in the sense of illegal gambling and liquor. The second floor was a brothel.
And what about the significance for John Wayne Gacy? I mean, that's of particular interest to us.
Yeah, John Wayne Gacy used to visit this place when it was a biker's bar. And because the river is so close, where he would dump the bodies and come over and have a drink. And, you know, and I guess melt his sorrows in his glass of beer, you know.
So tell me about some of the paranormal activities.
A lot of people say they get a lot of strong feelings downstairs, you know, as in killing, people being beaten up. We were told that a little boy was killed here because he accidentally saw something. So there's a lot of things that can happen here.
With all the paranormal experiences that have been alleged to go on in this building, would you ever spend the night here by yourself?
I've done it to 3 o'clock in the morning once and was very scared. And no, I wouldn't do it again.
If Robert's stories were to be believed, Frankie's Roadhouse was host to a number of malevolent spirits. But could any of these spirits be John Wayne Gacy? Tonight I wanted substantial evidence that paranormal activity exists. To assist us in our investigation, I'd called on the help of Ursula Bielski, a local historian and veteran paranormal researcher.
Frankie's Roadhouse is one of the most haunted places in the Chicago area. I think it's very possible that John Wayne Gacy is still with us, and he is probably exactly the way he was in life, and probably not a very nice guy.
I'd also invited Ed Shanahan to join us, a local psychic and expert in calling forward dark matter.
I think John Wayne Gacy's spirit would be a controlling one, where it would try to take over even maybe me doing what I'm doing, okay? Because I've channeled it in the past. And just the thought of it, it brings up an anger inside of me.
The sun plunged from the Illinois sky, taking the security of daylight with it. As we prepared for our investigation, I was nervous about the night ahead.
Obviously a focus for us, Bobby, is John Wayne Gacy and whether his spirit will come through here. Is there anything that we have to be aware of when we're dealing with his spirit, if it does show itself?
Yeah, some of the things I would expect would be how he and what he did to his victims. Some of the chloroform, you might feel nauseous, dizzy, headaches, choking, feel like you can't breathe. For me, I'm probably more vulnerable than you are just with his homosexual tendencies. If he has a chance to mess with me, he's going to. You have to be very, very cautious. Anything can happen. We are digging into some of the depths of darkness that have taken place not only here in this building, but in John Wayne Gacy's mind.
Our investigation was to begin in the basement of Frankie's, a location shrouded in shadows and steeped in darkness, and a place that would surely be alluring to an evil spirit like John Wayne Gacy.
Just explain to me what you're doing just now with the computer and the candles and so on.
I'm setting some of the candles so that this camera can record, hopefully, the activity of some of this from Adam. We're going to stay here for a few minutes, see if we can invoke him and evoke his spirit to come through. So I'm talking to the little boy that's hopefully here with us. And if this is Adam, and I'm sensing he's right over here. There's something here.
I heard something.
I'm starting to get those cold chills. It just started happening. It's washing over me.
Your temperature's pretty stable there, Bobby.
He's over here. Okay. Can you just say hi? He's moving all over the place.
Yeah, big drop in temperature.
He's moving all over the place.
Okay, so we're at 55 there, having been at...
Adam, I just need you to just continue to communicate with us. Okay?
That was the fridge.
Ice machine just kicked on. It scared me to death.
Yeah, but we switched. The ice machine was switched off earlier.
He turned it off.
Yeah, is
He
it
pulled the
plugged
plug.
in again?
I got a flashlight. It's plugged back in. We saw him physically unplug this earlier when we were down here.
Is that possible, Bobby?
Anything's possible, isn't it?
Whilst we were in the basement, Ed and Ursula were upstairs investigating the attic space.
This area's up here. It's more or less a don't want you up here type of feeling. I hate to say this, but I'm picking up a feeling tonight ain't gonna be a good night for Ed.
Ooh, I don't like this room.
Yeah? Do you want to go in there?
This is active, and there's somebody in here,
Okay.
and he's just standing there. There's a knock right over here. There's at least 5 to 6 spirits that are down here. There, back there in that corner. Hello? Hello? You hearing that? That bang? There's a bang. That's like behind this wall. Right there. That's not what I heard. It sounded like. What the hell was that?
I've no idea.
That was a loud bang.
Are you sensing something here, Bobby?
Well, yeah, all over this area. In fact, he's standing right over there, right in the back. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. Why are they chasing us around? Why are they
They're
playing
having fun
games
with us. They're winding us up.
So they're not threatened by us being here. This
They're
is
monsters.
like fun time, Frankie.
This is fun time.
Just recording as Ed talks to see if there's anyone here that's responding to him.
It is cold right here. I got chills running through me like crazy.
If there's someone here with us, we would like to talk to you and find out who you are and why you're here.
Right in this area. Like a caged cat, and it's, if you've been watching, it's like something's pressing down. It's like, I don't know if it's a stress or what I'm feeling. The spirits want to be known, okay?
Make another noise for us. Starting to get cold and chills. Still hearing thumps.
If there is anybody in spirit down here, can you give us a sign? Where did that come from?
Right, just right over here. Sometimes you'll be able to hear an EVP is electronic voice phenomena where they're going to come through either the cam. That sounded like a box over here, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Christ.
Shit. Jesus Christ.
That's either one active freezer or it's one incredibly active spirit. Your opinion, please?
Spirit. It's an active spirit. They're messing with things. They just shook the machine.
Events in the basement had shaken us, but we needed confirmation that the owner hadn't turned the machine back on.
Bobby and I just a few minutes ago experienced a lot of noise coming from it.
Didn't you turn this off, though?
Yes,
we were
I did.
down here earlier, and you turned that off.
I turned it off. This is a normal sound right now. That means it's on, but it shouldn't be on.
So, are you saying that the ice machine turned itself back on?
Exactly.
So that was quite an experience down there, wasn't
Well, it was amazing. There was so much activity there.
One of the focuses that we had in coming here was that we know that John Wayne Gacy visited this place when it was a biker bar, different than it is now. Was any of that energy that we experienced anything to do with him?
Gacy may have very well come here, and I can certainly see that and resonate with that in my mind. But here's the thing also that I know is that this place is active with mobsters. He's not welcome here because we know how not only the mob, but people in prison, how they feel about pedophiles and people who commit the type of horrific crimes that John Wayne Gacy committed. They would have killed him on the spot.
think Frankie's Roadhouse was absolutely fascinating, all the mob associations, the fact that John Wayne Gacy went there kind of got lost in all of that because there was so much history. So it was very difficult to separate the fact that it was so interesting with anything that might have appeared paranormal. It's going to be very difficult for me to make up my mind on that experience.
The following morning, and Bobby had something he wanted me to see that he'd caught on the camera of his laptop in Frankie's basement.
There's two things that happened.